OK， 所以中音跟清音的问题，音节的问题。OK， 很好的问题。One of the biggest problems with English words being different from Chinese is the syllables, and so syllable stress. 所以中音清音。So this is another place where there's not one rule. 没有一个简单的规则。英文没有，有不同的语言是很简单的。法文每个字是后面的音节是重。French is always consistent. Every word in French is the last syllable, and that makes them very recognizable. 有法文用的人，他们在用英文，可以听得到他们是法国来的。Right? You can hear it in their accent because they tend to put the stress on the last syllable every time. Like, they always put the stress at the end. 西班牙文跟意大利文是有规则，是简单的规则，但是有规则。但是英文的，问题是，英文是几个语言？你记得吗？中文的字都是中文来的 right? Chinese words are pretty much all from Chinese. But English is not like that. English started with German, so we have a lot of German spelling. And that's usually our short words, right? Our simple ideas. Then we had a lot of French. For 300 years, England had a French king. So a lot of those words have French spelling and French sounds. And then there was the Renaissance. I can never remember that one in Chinese. You know, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, right? Them. And that was when science and math, medicine, learning, it all started again. And because it started in Italy, they wanted new words. They used Latin and Greek. 中文有新的想法，用旧的中文的字 right? 所以电脑是用电的脑 right? That's how Chinese works. 没有这个新的字 you don't really have new words, right? But in Italian is basic Latin. 意大利文是简单的拉丁文。So, when the Italians started having new ideas, they needed new words for science and medicine and all of that. They used Latin and Greek, because the Romans also used Greek. So, 有这个拉丁文、希腊文的字，the Renaissance moved to England, and we have the same words. We use the same Latin and Greek. So, there are other languages. But those are the four basic ones. 最重要的是德文、法文、拉丁文、希腊文。Okay? So, you still see some words that are straight from French. 字后面的克的音，如果是德文来的是 CK 还是 K， 法文来的是 QU。Okay? 法文的字它是一个克的音，没有母音 ，right？ 法文来的所以是最后面的音节是重点 ，unique， 有一些跟它一样。OK， 所以它们都是字后面 unique、boutique。Antique， 有一些英文的字还有法文的拼法，这个东西是法文用的，希腊文也会用的，但是这里是法文的，所以这是我的女儿的名字。This is my daughter's name, and May. It's not Amy. Amy is 英文的 This is M-A. So the stress is on the last syllable. So that's one part of it. 有一些字是还有他们的法文的，就是不同的语言的重音 ，OK。 But for others, we mostly have to go with sound. And when we talk about sound, the question is, what sound is more important? 哪一个音是比较重要的? We need to hear this sound. You do something like this in Chinese with short words. 如果有短的字，是太短的，所以加一个音节 right? You have, for example, 樱桃 right? 还有水蜜桃 right? 还有桃不是桃子 right? With a peach, 桃子桃是太短的，一个音节太短，所以加第二个音节 right? That makes it easier to hear, easier to understand. When you have it with another word, 桃园 不是桃子园 right? 桃园 then you don't need to worry about it. 所以这个字它没有意思，它是加的因为要音 right? So you know the important sound there. And in English words, a lot of times you can find the important sound by looking at the parts of the word. So, let's say here, friction. 哪一个音节是音？是意思，哪一个音节是文法？ Somebody's buzzing. It's not mine. Well, you see this here, over here too, right? So, you know in English, there's a lot of endings to the words that are there to tell us what kind of word it is, right? 有可能是这个 ing, right? We change from a verb to this gerund, 加 ing. 有可能它是形容词 right? But we also have these pieces, ion. 所以它是什么字? What kind of word is that? Pronunciation 是动词吗？是什么字？ 名词 right? ion 这后面的 ion 就是说它是名词。So this is not the important part. The important part is the meaning of the word. Call this the root. You may see this in a lot of places. The root of a word is the core, the middle part, 它的性, right? What is the meaning of it? And then we add parts to tell us 名词、动词、形容词, right? And with a lot of our words, we also have something at the beginning. Right? So here we add this ah. Now, one part of this question is which sound is the meaningful sound? 哪一个音节有意思？不是文法的问题，是意思。所以 friction, fricative 这边的，但是fricate 有可能有问题。Fricate. What could we do here? If I say fricative, friction, fricate, 这个前面的太小太多，所以要听得到它跟它不一样，所以这边的。中音会动 the strong syllable moves. So there we have Africans. So 你可以听得到这个前面的小小的音节 ，OK? 那不是每一次前面有这个 a 会这样子，但是这个类型 it's a pattern, right? It's like with our mammals and birds. We need the patterns. So, what about other examples? Right? So, which one, if this is the noun and this is the verb, how do we pronounce them? What pronunciation is the noun? Produce, I said produce. Wait a minute. Okay, and that's actually the important part. Why? Because there's not one rule 可以说每次是这样子的 ，okay? 没有很简单的类型 We have patterns, but to learn the patterns, we have to understand them. 有太多没有办法记得每一个类型，是要了解为什么是这样子。So, 这是拉丁文来的字 ，okay? In Latin, we have this verb. Now, in Latin, we have verb endings. We don't use this in English. We have it in French, Spanish, Italian. This is the idea of the English to. Put to in front of a verb. It's the infinitive form. I want to do something, to study. Okay? So in a 它的意思 here. This verb is to lead. Okay? So, the idea of leading, like as in, I could lead you home. 我带你回家, right? I lead you somewhere. Okay?